Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's story time. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys how I became a data analyst. So at the beginning of this year, 2024, I had my plans set out, and one of those plans was to become a data analyst. So just for a background, I've been a web designer for some years now. I design websites using WordPress. But at the beginning, towards the end of last year, I started having this desire to become a data analyst because at my current job, I was into data and all this stuff. So that was how I picked interest to become a data analyst. I didn't just want to be a data officer. I didn't just want to be in charge of entering data. My work then, I started seeing the importance of data and how much data was used to about the whole research project we were working on, how data was influencing the project. So I got interested in becoming a data analyst and I set out to become one. All right, so first of all, I had to do a lot of research on YouTube. I had to do a lot of Google search to see how to become a data analyst, and I found out about DataCamp, okay? So when I found out about DataCamp, I signed up on DataCamp and I just had to see what the platform was all about. And I first of all started with the SQL course because I saw that to become a data analyst, I needed a few skills, I needed a few technical skills like SQL, Excel, Power BI, Tableau, Python, R, and all of that. But of course, I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of all of these tools. But when I signed up on DataCamp and I said, let me go through their SQL course, I saw how easy, DataCamp is very, very easy. How they explained SQL, my interest picked up from there. So I decided to sign up for their 1-year plan. Yes. So I decided to sign up for the 1-year plan because I wanted to really become a data analyst. And that was how my journey started. So when I started on DataCamp and I was learning by myself every day, I spent hours learning by myself, learning and learning and learning. And one thing I know is that oftentimes when people come to me and they say they want to become a data analyst, I'll quickly refer them to DataCamp, to be honest. Why? Because on DataCamp, you can learn a skill or you can follow a track learning way. So what's the track learning way? So when you come in DataCamp, there are courses for you. Let's say you want to become a data analyst. There are courses already for you on the track part. So if you choose a track part, the whole course is there. The whole curriculum have already been outlined for you. So even if you don't know what to do, you will see that when you choose a particular track, let's say you want to become a data analyst and you choose that track, they will take you through learning the essential tools like Excel, SQL, Power BI, So that was why I got interested in DataCamp and I had to sign up for a 1-year plan on DataCamp, and that was how I got learning. Another good thing about DataCamp is that they have exercises. So as you finish each video, there's an exercise for you sort of like to help you really grasp what you think you have learned, so that once you don't get those exercises, you realize that, oh, you really don't know this topic yet, so you can go back to it. And then at the course of time, my friend who knew that I was interested in becoming a data analyst also was on the path to becoming a data analyst, and she had signed up for a course, not DataCamp, and she told me about this program called Her Tech Trail, and she encouraged me to sign up. So I signed up on her tech trail. It's a program that is majorly designed for women who want to transition into tech. They have different paths. You can maybe UI/UX design, data analyst, program management, project manager, just name it. They have different cohorts. So this cohort was about to start then, and then she told me about it, and I quickly signed up and commence the program with them. After some time, they go through the screening process, and then you pay a tuition fee, just a little amount of money for you to join the program, and then we got onboarded. So now her tech trail was one program, or is one program I'm forever grateful for, because while I was learning on my own by myself on DataCamp, her tech trail came and gave me a better learning environment. Let me put it that way. What's the learning environment? So now this is the way her tech trail is structured. You have your classes weekend. I had my classes weekend. So the instructor or the coach, like we like to call them, every weekend, maybe 3 hours, then comes to class. Online, everything is online, and then teaches you. Now, the good thing about her tech trail is that if you have a question, you get to ask your question live. You know, for DataCamp, the courses are pre-recorded, and they're very, very simple and easy to understand. But I had to combine these two, and this was what really helped my learning and my becoming a data analyst very, very fast. Okay, so on her tech trail, we get to have lectures every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, and boy, I had to be there. And then the coaches did justice to each of their own time with us. So they taught us Excel, they taught us SQL, and then Power BI. Now, another good thing with her tech trail is that where for each cohort, you're grouped into a group of women, maybe 20, depending on how many are in that cohort. So for each group, you're likely to have maybe 10 to 15 women in that group. Now, the group, at the end of the cohort, you have a project you're going to work on, and then when you come together to work on that project, you brainstorm together and then deliver your project. Another thing that her tech trail helped us with was assignments. They'll give you assignments. The entire program I'll recommend. So her tech trail and her DataCamp were the two courses or the two programs I used to transition into a data analyst, coming from a data officer background, a research assistant background, someone who used to design websites, and I still do, I love it. But now I've transitioned fully into data analyst, and I'm loving it. So this was how I was able to transition into becoming a data analyst in this year 2024. Okay, so right after doing that, you know that when you transition into any tech field like data analyst, you need to build your portfolio. Okay, so based off on my experiences, I had to get into building my portfolio. I researched on personal projects. I did my own personal projects with Excel, with Power BI, on Power BI, on SQL. Now, this is also where I will always, always, always recommend DataCamp. Now, on DataCamp, they have real projects, real world projects, okay? So, if you signed up on DataCamp, you have the leverage to use their real world projects to build your own personal portfolio. Okay, you get to work on those projects and then add them to your portfolio. So what did I do at the end of my training with her tech trail, and the end of our project which we worked on together, my own group? I went on data camp and used the real world projects to build my own portfolio. And when it came to this portfolio issue, I had to do a lot of research to see what platform I could use to build my own portfolio website. Already, I'm a web designer. I know to use WordPress to build my own portfolio website. I saw that a lot of people were mentioning GitHub and all of that, so I decided to use Google Sites. I used Google Sites to build my portfolio website, and there's a video I already recorded on how I was able to do that. I'll link it up in this video as well. So this was how I transitioned into becoming a data analyst in the year 2024, and it's been an amazing journey so far. I've enjoyed it, and I'll say that if you set your mind to it, if you're determined to become a data analyst, there are a lot of resources around you on the internet that you can leverage, but these are the ones that I use and I highly recommend. Yes, I highly recommend Data Camp. I highly recommend Hotel Trail. If you find any program or a boot camp where you can join, I would say it's very good. I highly recommend, because at the end of the day, when you combine your personal learning, maybe a boot camp, you're going to learn very fast, really very fast, and you get to achieve your dream quicker than you would ever think. So if you have been wanting to become a data analyst, or you're looking to transition into tech of any field, I have my record. Two things I'll recommend: look for a platform, sign up. Yeah, sign up. Maybe on Data Camp if you can afford it. And then look for a boot camp and also join a boot camp. You need that interactiveness. Yeah, especially because it's a field you're not familiar with. So you need that interactiveness to be able to flow better. So we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video as we keep talking about data. Data is a tool to transform the world. Welcome back. Bye.